This past summer, Damon Harrison, Olivier Vernon, and Patrick Omame spent a day with the Camden County Police Department and were shown how a change in law enforcement philosophy had a huge impact on one of America's most violent cities.
Camden's very poor. It's one of the poorest cities in the nation. Back in the 90s, we led the nation in crime. We were the most violent crime. It wouldn't be uncommon for you to be driving down the street and have the window down and hear gunshots, like throughout the night. So what we did is we changed the way we did things. We started policing Camden in a different way. Like we knocked on doors and introduced ourselves. Where we are now, with partnering with the community and listening to the community, we're at a 50-year low in crime.
That's amazing when you say about changing the culture, because we know how important that is with moving forward in the next generation of young cops.
We're going to take you guys up to North Camden today. It was the most violent section of Camden ever. The most violent. And today, like, you could walk down the street.
Hey,
hello.
What y'all doing? Just walk through the neighborhood.
It was a real enlightening day. You know, get a chance to go to the Camden County Police Department, meet the officers, get to walk the beat with them here in North Camden.
We have 12-hour shifts. Imagine having to do this for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Actually come here and see that you have officers actually walking up and down the street, talking to the people that's sitting outside on their porches. They're involved in the communities. And it seems to me, at least in this community, that they trust the officers. They're doing snaps. Nice to meet you, George.
What do you
it's amazing, man. You know, seeing, the dialogue that, law enforcement has with, the people that live amongst, this neighborhood, and how everybody's just basically, working together.
But we're in the neighborhoods, and this is what we do. Partnerships, all kinds, all people. We come out here, and this is what we do.
This is our friend, Sister Helens.
How are you?
Hello, Sister
You guys
Helens.
are big. This community has changed so much in the past couple years because of the policing efforts. The cops made themselves so accessible to us. It changed the whole neighborhood. It changed people's perception from the hostility that was here when I first came in the 90s.
What's happening, man? How you doing?
The other one just has so much light.
Pleasure. I speak to a lot of communities and kids. If I don't come here and don't sit down with these guys and understand exactly the programs that they're implementing, then how can I go into these communities and tell them to have faith that things are getting changed? So just to sit down with them and get a thorough understanding of what they're doing, I can convey that message back.
As both sides understand each other on a personal level, that's when you can really have a common ground.
North Camden represent.
There you go. Thank you.
The Camden County Police were also using some high-tech methods to better patrol their neighborhoods.
This is our real-time tactical operational intelligence center. And what you can see here is we've got a real-time live feed of where all of our officers are out in the field. All the little green dots and the green arrows are cameras that we have throughout the community. We particularly will put them in some of our challenged neighborhoods. We also put them along school routes. We establish safe corridors for kids to be able to walk to and from school.
In the virtual training center, police officers work in a state-of-the-art simulator where they are presented with real-life scenarios that allow them to practice and hone their crisis intervention and de-escalation skills and techniques. And the players each got their chance to see how they would perform under pressure.
Could you please just put the brick down and just grab all the stuff and put it back in the truck for me, please?
You want me to put the block down?
If you could, please.
Put the block down, huh? Yeah, I'll put the block down.
Sir, there you go. Come on, we won't have to escalate to that now. There you go. Come on now. Just put the brick down and, just put everything back in the truck.
All right, all right.
There you go, I appreciate it.
All right.
How'd you feel about the scenarios?
You can feel, the intensity a little bit, when they're coming in, and it's like you're just on screen right now. I could imagine, what you guys got to go through out there on the field work. So, yeah, it was, a good experience right there. One thing from the day, man, communication, dialogue, best thing, best form of trying to have transparency, and then that's what's the biggest thing they've been trying to be is transparent.
The thing I think I take away from it is the communication and the community policing. I think that's a step in the right direction.
I think the number one takeaway is relationships in general are huge. It makes all the difference, and the Camden PD is really living testament to that.